My favorite Head Start teacher is probably Miss Imelda McGee, and I still keep in contact with her today. I actually just spoke to her last week, so she's probably my favorite. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I now live in Atlanta, Georgia. I am currently a student at Kennesaw State University, as well as I am the author of a book, Believe in Yourself, and the CEO of the company, The One in Me. I'm 19.
As the days went on, Nyla and Leo practiced their song and made it perfect.
The best people to touch are kids. The best way I can touch them is making sure they do what I did, believe in yourself. And so the song and the book is about my life. It's about how I knew I had a dream, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to kind of touch on that dream. So I think the best way for me to kind of tell anyone about my story is that put in a book and make kids see that your dreams came true. So push and motivate them to make them believe in themselves for their dreams to come true.
I am very proud of Brooke, but I've never doubted. I mean, from the moment Brooke was brought to me, I've always felt like she was a very special child. She was a gift. Her father passed away when she was 2.5 months old. So I've always felt like God took an angel, but gave me one in return. And he, as well as myself, both had that lion fighting spirit to be the best at what we could be. So we just knew that she had the genes, plus, you know, with my background and my mother, we just instilled that in her. I did not let her father not being there be a crutch to her. I made that be, if anything else, like an emphasis on why you have to be great. You have to be successful and you have to help others.
Well, growing up for me was pretty easy. I can say I had a really great childhood. There was nothing that I needed or wanted that I didn't get. Between my mom and my grandmother, those are my two strong points. When I was 2.5 months old, my dad was taken from me, and I never had the feeling of I was missing something. My mom and my grandma always made sure that I was aware of everything that was going on, and that I wasn't missing anything. You know, you would see the different kids out with their moms and their dads, but I never had a feeling of, oh, what if I had a dad? I never had that feeling because my mom always was there for me. It was never a moment where either her or my grandmother weren't there. And I was in the best schools. Head Start, because of Head Start, I was able to excel and get accepted into great private schools. I went to Metairie Park Country Day and received a scholarship from them to attend the school there because of my testing scores. So Head Start was the direction and the beginning of my educational journey to take me to every institution I went to. For me, education is important because of where my mom and my grandma came from. They're both from Honduras. So knowing that they're from Central America and kids there don't get the same opportunities, well, kids anywhere other than the U.S., you know, they don't get the same opportunities of free schooling or being able to go and get an education and make something of yourself. So knowing that my grandmother and my mom always told me that to be somebody in this world and to make a difference, you have to be educated. You have to read. You have to know how to write. You have to learn mathematics skills, and you have to keep up with the world. So in order to do that, what is the biggest thing that every nation can relate to is education.
That's not a picture, but that's cute. Some video. That's cute though. That was real cute.
Because of the influence of the Head Start program and the influence that it had on her academically and her family, she went on to excel academically. I've had a wonderful time. The whole day today was spent with Brooke Barard. She's a 19-year-old Head Start alumni who is also an author of her first book. She has other books coming up, and we wanted to have her come so that you can see the effect that Head Start has on families. We're not making burgers here anymore. We're making professionals. Brooke Barard, please come forward.
Saying I'm a Head Start kid is just like saying that I graduated high school or that I'm in college. It's a time of accomplishment. Being a part of the Head Start family was the foundation of my many accomplishments. What's special about my Head Start experience is that for the years that I was there, it was a home feeling. It was a place where I could go, where I had a second family that took care of me, a family that taught me. It's where I learned how to write, read, my ABCs, my numbers, my colors. Met great people there, still know my teachers to this day, and for me that's saying a lot, because I can't tell you the name of my second grade teachers, but my teachers at Head Start definitely left an impression on me to where I would remember their names, their faces. If I see them, I know exactly who they are, without a doubt.
Well, I went to Head Start because of the education, the program itself. I know that Head Start helps family as a whole, low income, but I went there because at the time I was, her father had just passed away, and as opposed to having her just at home, we needed to have her in a place where she could learn, but I didn't just want her to go to daycare. I've always been big about education, and I wanted her to have a foundation, somewhere she can learn the fundamentals, education, what was needed to continue and get into elementary school, kindergarten, and beyond. So I didn't want her at home playing all the time as well, because I definitely had this family support. So I chose Head Start because of the educational foundation that it helped provide. And at that time, being a single parent and going to college as well, it helped me financially by not having to worry about the financial aspect of daycare.
I actually was their guest speaker at their moving on ceremony this last month in July, and I saw all of them there, and they all remember me quickly because of the interaction that not only I had with them, but my family as well. My mom and my grandma were very active parents at Head Start, and we all had a great experience there. It was always fun. It was never a dull moment. It was always a very well learning experience for all of us, and they didn't treat you like you're just a kid, just, everyone's just one person. No, they treat you like an individual and taught you that you are somebody and you're gonna be somebody. To come up with the title of Believe in Yourself, it came from within myself, being able to say that I was able to do something that I didn't think or know how well it was gonna come out, but I did it. And it took me believing in myself and knowing that there were other people who believed in me that I could do it, that got me to thinking that this is exactly what my story says. It's starting from beginning to end of a young lion and her brother going through a journey to get to where they wanted to get to sing. And that's where I was. It was going on a journey, but what throughout that journey did I do? I believed in myself. I knew I could do it, and I had the support behind me to push me to do it. So when I took this chance to write this book, to publish this book, and to read this book to children, getting the expressions on their faces and seeing their feelings towards that book was one of the best feelings I've probably ever felt to date. It was a feeling that I really can't, for the first time, describe, because it gave me the thought of, I'm actually doing something right for someone else. I'm actually seeing their eyes shine and light up like, oh my goodness, the lion really, she's singing, she's doing what she said she would do at the beginning, she's pushing herself, there's people pushing her, and she did it. So at the end of the book, Nyla is on stage singing her song and sharing it with the world, which is exactly what I did.